A very good morning to one and all. We now begin with Standard 4 EVS, Unit 3, Part 2. Unit 3 was A Day with Nandu. So, a quickly revision of Part 1. Who was Nandu? Correct, he was a baby elephant. And what did we learn in Part 1? We learned everything about how the elephants, they live in a jungle, they move in a herd, they are always led by the oldest female in the herd, and the baby elephants, they enjoy playing in the river water, and what they eat. So we have learned all this in part 1. Now there are a few textual exercises in part 2. So come on children, let us do them. So here there's a question for you. Nandu did things that he liked to do. If you could spend a whole day with your friends, what all would you do? So if you were with your friends the whole day, what would you do? The first thing would come in your mind, play. Play what? Play certain games, certain indoor games, outdoor games, or do certain activities, something creatively that you can learn something. So this is what all you would do with your friends. Your next question is, find out and write which other animals live in herds. So which other group of animals is given the name herd, that they all move in a herd. So come on, let us do these two questions. So for your first answer, you can write, I would like to play, run, and learn some creative activities when you all are with your friends the whole day. Now, the name of animals that live in herds. Let us write. Other animals that live in herds are cow, cattle, zebra, deer, etc. Cattle is also a group where all cows and buffaloes and sheep all are together. So they all move in herds. Do you also live in a group? Do you like to live together like that? Why would you like or not like to live in a group? So again, there's one question for you, that would you like to live in a group? Group means all a joint family, many together in a family, or would you like to live alone? So whatever our answer is, then we have to write that answer, whether yes or no. And if you would like to live, why you would like to live, and if you would not like to live together, why you would not like to live together, we have to write them in a few words or one or two sentences in these lines provided. So let us write. So first we write here, yes, we also like to live in a group. Group means like a family. A group is a family, a joint family. Then why would I like? Means why would you like to live in a joint family or many family members together? Living together gives safety and strength. Living together gives us safety, means when we are among many, we feel very safe and secure because there are many to look after us. And strength means we have a unity, a power of unity when we all are living together. So it is that strength. We can help each other at the time of need. So this is the most plus point when we all members are living in a joint family, that whenever anyone needs help, there are many to help you in a joint family. Now we need to write why I would not like to live in a family or a huge group. We may not feel free. Now this is another minus point when we are living together. We are always gathered with so many members. So some don't like to live with many in the family. Why? Because they feel that we are not free. We are always gathered by other members, big or small. So this happens when we live in a joint family. And quarrels may occur. Quarrels means sometimes there is fighting between brothers, sisters, cousins, mostly cousins when they are small. They quarrel, and when they quarrel, even the elders quarrel because of them. So this is a minus point, and some they don't like to live in groups. Here's one more question for you. How do elephants feel when they are kept in chains? Discuss and share your feeling. Now imagine, children, we can't think what the elephant is thinking, but imagine if I or your parents would tie you in a chain and keep you in one corner and you just can't move about. So how would you feel? So whatever feeling comes to you, we are sure we should understand that even elephants or other animals feel when they are tied and kept in a chain. So let us write this feeling. If we are kept tied with chains, we feel bad, as all other elephants or animals must be feeling. So this is the feeling of the animals also. We don't like when we are tied and kept somewhere. This is what the animals feel when they are in a small cage. So they can't speak. So we should take care of them and try to understand the feeling of animals also. Have you ever taken a ride on an elephant? How does it feel? Now, elephant is a huge animal, and when we take a ride on that elephant, how do we feel? As if we are somewhere on top of the world. So, we need to write them. And then the next one is, which animals have you sat on? We need to write their names. So, animals mostly that we all must have sat on are horses, camels, elephant, or yak. Now, where is this yak found? In the cold regions. When we go for holidays to hilly areas, and mostly Shimla or Manali, we see these yaks. They are mostly found in the snow. So now let us write this answer. So have you ever taken a ride on an elephant? Yes, I have taken a ride on an elephant. How did it feel? It felt as if I was on top of the world. And the name of the animals which you have sat on? Horse, camel, yak. You must have seen many animals around you, in books, in movies. Some may be alone, some in groups. Find out more about any one of these animals and write about it. So we have read about many animals, and we've seen also some animals, they are always in groups. Some are roaming about us also every day. So which animal is that? Correct, a dog. So we know more about a dog, so we can write few sentences about a dog. So come, let us write. So we can write, I have seen dogs around me. Now we know dogs are very faithful. Faithful, if you tame a dog and you take care of a dog and you teach a dog some acts, they learn very quickly and they are very faithful. So we've written dogs are very faithful. They guard our homes. So once you domesticate or you tame a dog, they guard and they protect us from the thieves, and they guard our homes. As soon as he sees someone who is not the member of our family, it starts barking. So when it barks, we come to know that there's some outsider near our house. Dogs give birth to babies called puppies. So now dogs, they give birth to small babies that are called puppies. Children, you can see a picture of a buffalo and you can see there is a bird sitting on its back. This bird is called an egret. So why do you think the egret is sitting on the buffalo? Can anyone answer? Yes, correct. Why is it sitting? To eat the small insects which are on the body of the buffalo, which even irritate the bodies of the buffalo. But can they shift all these insects by themselves like how human beings can? So it is irritating the buffalo, and in this way the birds, they sit on the backs of certain animals and they eat these insects. This is the food of these birds. So that is what we need to write over here. So why do you think the egret is sitting on the buffalo? There are small insects on the buffalo's body. So the egret sit and feed on them. This is the food of the birds, small insects and grains. So what they find on the buffalo body, they are eating those insects. Have you seen any animal riding on another animal? Write its name. So, like how we just saw in the picture that an egret is riding on the buffalo. So we can write. Now there's a question. The animal which is riding means the animal which is sitting on the top of the other animal. So which animal we are writing? We can write a crow. Now a crow, we see sometimes they are sitting on the body of a cow or a buffalo. So that's your second question. The animal which gives the ride. Gives the ride means who's giving the ride to the crow? The cow. Then which other animals we use for riding? Which animals? Correct, you know. Horse, camel, elephant. These all are used for riding. And which animals are used for carrying loads? Loads means a luggage which is very heavy. Which animals help? That also you know. They are the same. Cow, buffalo, donkeys, horses, camels. They are all used for carrying loads. So come on, let us write these answers. So we've seen which animal is riding on the other animal. I have written, we can write a crow. You can write a sparrow or a pigeon, any bird name. Then the animal which gives the ride, sometimes we see it is sitting on a cow or sometimes on a buffalo or sometimes even a goat. So any animal we can ride. Which animals do we use for riding? We use horse, camel and elephants for riding. Which animals do we use for carrying loads? Cow, buffalo, donkey, horse and camel are used for carrying loads. What do they say? Look at these pictures and read what these animals are sharing with their friends. Discuss these narratives sensitively in the class. Now children, you can see the picture of a snake and a bear. And you can see that the snake is trying to tell us something and even the bear is trying to tell us something. So now let us read what the snake is sharing with us. The basket is the only home I have. I have forgotten what it is like in the open jungle and fresh air. For me, it is only the basket and the snake charmer. The snake is trying to tell us that he is caught up and put in a basket. He has to live only in a basket. And the basket is not very big, it is very small. So he has not seen the open jungle for a very long time because he is kept in the basket. And for him, he and his snake charmer are the only two things which he has seen for a long time. Who is a snake charmer? As we say in the sapera in Hindi. These saperas, snake charmers, what do? They make the snake dance. How do they make the snake dance? By playing the bean. So these snakes are caught and they are kept in the baskets for very, very long time, and they need to live only in the basket. Even the snake has the right to roam about in the jungle, but it cannot. So it is trying to complain that what its situation is. Now we see a bear. The bear is also trying to share its feeling with. You see me in circus, dancing and jumping through rings of fire. You clap and enjoy. Do you think that I also enjoy all this? If I do not do this, I will get no food, only get a beating. So the bear is also sharing that they are used in circuses. Now animals, they cannot speak, so they are being trained by the trainers, the ringmasters, and if their animals do not do as they are told, then they get only beating. So, and what tricks they do in the circus? They run and they jump from the ring of a fire. So it is very dangerous for the bear also. So the bear is saying that he does not enjoy all this, but when we are sitting in the circus, we enjoy what the bear is doing. We laugh and we clap and we enjoy, but the bear does not enjoy doing all this. And if he doesn't jump from the fire ring, they are not given any food to eat, and they are only beaten by the ring masters. Now the horse. You have only seen how fast I run. Have you seen my shoes? Do you know how much pain I get when they fix these horseshoes to my hooves? So children, we know that a horse is a very fast running animal, and we mostly hear that tick tock when it walks. So how does it make that noise? There are iron ring type nailed in its hooves. Hooves are what? The feet of the horse. So now when they are nailed, so that is a very painful act that is done to the horse. So the horse says that it is very painful. They can't speak, but we are giving so much pain to all these animals. The monkeys also share. They make us dance and dance and dance, even if we don't want to or we are in pain. That too with an empty stomach. So poor monkeys, we've seen these madaris. They are the ones who make the monkeys dance. They tie the monkey from its neck and they make the monkey dance round and round and round. And the poor monkey is also tired. It has no food to eat. They are not given proper food to eat. And they force the monkeys to dance without food. These monkeys also don't enjoy doing what they are doing. Meow, meow, meow. I can just roam around everywhere. Children love me a lot. They pat me and also give me milk. So the cat is sharing that it can roam anywhere where it wants. The small children and many others, they like a cat, so they pat him with love on his back, and they sometimes give milk also to the cat to drink. Why? Because it is the most favorite drink of the cat. It enjoys drinking milk. Gutter goo, do you know people specially call out to me to feed me with grains? Now the pigeon is saying that many people, they have an habit to spread seeds around their house or any open place, and they call the birds or pigeons to eat these grains. So these are the animals which are sharing about them, that how they feel when others treat them. So children, one thing that we need to learn is that we should take care of not only our younger ones or our parents or our other elders. we should also take care of animals. Animals, they cannot speak, they cannot say, they cannot show their pain, or they do not cry. But we should have such a feeling for them that we can understand what the animal is trying to say. So this is what each and every one need to learn about animals. No one likes to be tied up and kept in cages or tied with chains. We would not like, so we should not do it with anyone else, especially animals. So, children, whatever exercises as we've written in part 1 in the text, the same way, whatever we've done in this part 2, you complete it in your textbook. And surely a few question answers and blanks and true and false will be shared with you in part 3. So, thank you, children.